Hey everyone, I wanted to record just a short video because we're kind of in this multitasking stage here a little bit. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit relative to the calendar of events and things that are coming up. So watch this for a second. Okay, so here we are. This is the class website. Your view looks a little bit different than mine, so I'll try on the student view. But all I really wanted to do was just go to the calendar part. Look at all the stuff that we've done. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. And we are right here. We're about to get here. Now, a couple things you'll notice. There's nothing happening in the beginning of next week, week 11, because you should go vote. If you haven't voted yet, be sure to go vote, 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 vote. But also, you're going to be working on finishing up your essays for the PSA project. You've done the peer review. I think we've talked about the sort of expectations that I have. You should, if you have questions about it, just let me know. Those are due by the end of the day on November 7th. Also, due by the end of the day on November 7th, you individually, each of you, need to send me an email in which you explain how the collaboration for your group went. Okay. Now, if you think the collaboration went great, like if you have no complaints about anybody in your group and you all thought you did your share and you all worked together and it was fine, this email can be very short. You can say something along the lines of, we all collaborated great, everybody should get the same grade. Okay, that sort of thing. If you thought that the collaboration did not go great, if you thought that there was some sort of problems with people dropping out or people not doing their share or whatever, you should say this in your email. And if it becomes clear from the emails that I receive from everyone uh, in the group about this, then I will make adjustments to the grade for the PSA video audio project in general. Okay. But you need to do that by November 7th. Then we start getting into this next set of readings. And I want to warn you from the get go that these are both a little bit more technical. These are both a little bit more academic than some of the stuff that we read even last week. So take a little bit of time with it. And there's going to be some parts of some of these essays that you're probably not going to understand. And that's okay. You want to go to the parts that you can understand. So, for example, in this article in particular, you're going to probably want to focus as much on the discussions and more on the discussions and less on the procedure in terms of like how they did their statistics and all that kind of stuff, because it's English. I don't statistics. I don't do. And then we start, and then just give you a rundown of where we're going here, because this stuff isn't all quite built on Canvas yet. It will be appear pretty soon. We have a couple more readings, and then on November 16th, we're going to do our show and tell for the GPT-3 aided essays and the DALL-E images that accompany it. So remember what the assignment says, which is you can write a short essay using on whatever topic that you want. And I did say it's okay to do some creative writing things as well. So if you want to try to do a short story or a poem or something like that, playing around with the GPT-3 stuff, that's totally fine with me too. But in any event, you're writing a short essay in which you're using GPT-3, the AI, to assist you to write big chunks of the essay. You're going to have to put it together. I think we've all figured out that it's not as simple as just pushing a button and then say, write me an essay. Um, but you'll be working with that and create this essay and an accompanying image or two with DALL-E 2. Okay. Now, when we have the discussion about the show and tell part of it, don't tell us at the beginning what parts were written by you, what parts were written by the AI, because that's part of the discussion it's going to be have. And then we'll start getting into the next part of it, which is going to be the essay reflection as about the process. But the first thing that's going to be the 16th is the, if you will, fake essays, the ones that were made with GPT-3 and your assistants. And that's what we'll be talking about the 16th. For Thanksgiving, we're going to begin talking about what the essay part of the essay where you're reflecting on the process and you're analyzing the process, you're making connections to the readings. It's the same pattern that we've seen with the previous two assignments in the class. We're going to start the discussion the week of Thanksgiving, but to be quite honest, it's going to be just the beginning of that discussion because it's Thanksgiving. Everybody deserves a break and have other things that they're in mind. We're going to start the peer review, though, for that essay the Monday after Thanksgiving break. Okay. Start that on the Monday after Thanksgiving break, finish it on the Wednesday after Thanksgiving break. It is due on December 5th. And you'll notice that basically what we're at here at the end of the time at the end of the term is just making sure that everything is all set up, and we can talk about sort of revision opportunities for assignments and stuff. But the point is that after Thanksgiving, you got to have that AI writing project done, the reflection essay, and then we rush very quickly to the end of the semester. Okay. I think that's it for now. If you have questions or whatever, be sure to ask below. Oh, actually, there is one other thing. I have a link below here to yet another thing I've come across recently about GPT-3 stuff that I think you might find interesting. This is from the New York Times cooking section. I like to cook. I look at the New York Times cooking section all the time. And they did an experiment where they had GPT-3 write some recipes. And then they tried to cook some of these recipes. And, well, it's amusing. So I would recommend taking a look at that. And besides the recipes, actually, at the beginning of this video, they have a pretty nice explanation of how this software in very, very general terms works. So if you're still kind of wrapping your head around that, that might be worth taking a look at too. Okay, that's it. I'm looking forward to starting reading your essays starting on Monday. See you online.